Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're talking about variation number 20 of the Chopin variations by Rachmaninoff. If you look at the first chord on the page, we see that we're still in A major. That was the ending chord from variation number 19. Now we're going to slowly make A major more unstable, and we're going to move from A major into C sharp minor. They're pretty closely related. We're just going to tack on an extra sharp and change the mode from major to minor. Now this variation looks quite lengthy because it's 4 pages. I don't know if we've had a 4-page variation just yet, but it goes by really quickly. So you really feel each measure as one beat. So because it's going by so quickly, it makes me think of some of the etudes that Chopin had written. Specifically, there is an etude in F minor, and it just feels like a Chopin etude. So I call this the etude of the set. What we're going to specifically be looking for is our theme, of course. If I play the melody that you're going to hear in the left hand, I don't think you're going to hear anything from the theme. No semblance of the theme in there at all. But if I play my right hand, which is the decoration, the etude part, maybe you'll hear the theme. If I slow that down, do you hear the theme in there? So it's there. You'll just never really hear it unless you know what you're listening for. So you can definitely hear the rise up a step and then the fall, but it's not going to be very visible to our ears since it's going by so quickly. So what's really great about this variation is the whole thing takes place in 2 parts. The first part is in C sharp minor, slowly moving to this cadence in E. And then the second time we do the exact same thing. We do C sharp minor. We're going to go through a different key area to eventually cadence back again on C sharp minor. So you'll hear the theme of this variation, this rising chromatic line. You'll hear it a couple times, but just know one of us takes us to the relative major, E major. The other one takes us back to C sharp minor. In terms of motivic things in here, you're not going to hear a ton of the theme. But what you will hear is this hemiola, and that's just a fancy term for having beats not line up specifically with the beats that you would expect. And it makes it feel like it's in a different meter. So if you look at my left hand, they're all in groups of 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. But it's not going to be felt in that way. Instead, you'll feel it in 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So there's this whole hemiola going on the whole time with the flashy right hand. But that's pretty much the basis of this whole variation. It's just a big etude in my eyes. So let me go ahead and play the whole thing for you. I will begin with the A major chords from the previous variation, just because it's a nice way to set off into variation number 20. is variation number 20. It's a fast-paced, really exciting, light, very quiet variation. Lots of energy, but very different kind of energy than variation number 19. Again, this is in C sharp minor. We'll see how that is important when we talk about tomorrow's variation, which is one of, I think it's my favorite variation of the entire set. So please check back in, and I'll talk about variation number 21 tomorrow. Thank you. We'll see you then.